You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The Hazelton Area School District recently bumped up security by installing X-ray machines that can see through any type of bag students bring in. WYLN's Mackenzie Ocker has the story.
Hazelton Area School District has recently added another safety measure. The school district installed X-ray machines which will be able to see through bags being brought in by students.
The machine itself is self-contained, so at the beginning and at the end there are they look like rubber pieces that are hanging down. So students don't actually put their bags on the machine or pick them up at the end. We have personnel that does that. They'll take the bag, place it on the machine, it'll run through the machine. The X-ray doesn't come out of the box that it's in, basically. So there's a monitor at the top. They see everything on the monitor. The bag comes through. The personnel grabs it, puts it, or gives it to the student on the way through. The
recent installation did not have anything to do with the incident that occurred last Friday. The machines will provide an extra blanket of security along with the metal detectors.
The X-ray machines will add another layer to that initial security measure that we have in place. It gives us the opportunity that students that may be athletes, and I'm not picking on our athletes, I'm just saying that they bring bags in with their equipment in. Those bags get run through those X-ray detectors, X-ray machines, and we get to see what's in there. And the same with backpacks, computer bags that we have now. We're 1-to-1, so everyone across the district has a computer and a computer bag. So we want to make sure that those computer bags coming through are clear of any type of weapon whatsoever. So that gives us another added layer to continuing the safety across the district.
Hazelton Area High School is one of the first schools on the eastern side of the state to acquire the X-ray machines. Through the use of the safety measures the high school has, they are prepared for anything that comes their way.
We have a phenomenal office that prides itself on being in front of the curve when it comes to safety and security for students, and I'm thankful that they're with us and able to support them as much as I can, moving the district forward in that direction and keeping everybody safe. That's our #1 priority, is keeping everyone safe.
Security on campus, metal detectors, and X-ray machines gives the school an opportunity to keep all staff and students safe.
All of those coupled together just gives us the ability to broaden our ability to keep everyone safe, keep things out of the buildings, lets the community know that we are on top of this, and will continue to be on top of it, moving everything forward.
Dr. Uplinger says keeping their students safe is their top priority.
The parents need to trust us. We're doing a fabulous job in trying to mitigate any of these situations. None of them are coming into our buildings. None of them are occurring. We're keeping a very tight handle on everything, as we have in the past.
Reporting for WYLN, I'm Mackenzie Ocker.
Thanks, Mackenzie. One man was taken into custody Thursday for allegedly stabbing another man in Wilkes-Barre at Public Square. Police were called to the area of 19 North Main Street for report of an altercation. The victim, identified as Jermaine Crosby, sustained a stab wound to his left side. He told officers he was attacked by a man wearing a black hoodie. As police searched the area, they spotted 39-year-old Alfred Panino walking in Public Square with a knife in his hand. They also found him to be in possession of numerous other knives and a bloody dagger. Panino was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, disorderly conduct, and reckless endangerment. He was taken to Luzerne County Prison, unable to post $50,000 bail. A Shenandoah man was sentenced earlier this week for his involvement in a Schuylkill County stabbing. 44-year-old Gilberto Perez was charged by Shenandoah police with stabbing Luis Hernandez back on April 11th. The altercation began at the one-stop convenience store and ended at Hernandez's home. Perez was found guilty by a jury October 25th on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and simple assault. During his one-day trial, prosecutors pointed out that Perez also had a lengthy criminal history from Michigan. President Judge William Baldwin sentenced Perez to serve 2.5 to 10 years in state prison. He must also pay costs to the criminal enhancement account and is prohibited from having any contact with the victim. Authorities in Schuylkill County are asking for the public's help locating a fugitive. 41-year-old Dean Lamar Dubois of Tremont failed to appear at Schuylkill County Prison to start serving a 6 to 12-month sentence for driving on a suspended license with a DUI. He was also sentenced to serve an additional 3 to 11 months for fleeing or attempting to elude police. Dubois is described as a 5'7" white male weighing around 190 pounds. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is being asked to call the District Attorney's Office at 570-628-1350 or the Schuylkill County Tip Line at 570-624-3988. A Wilkes-Barre man's accused of sexually assaulting a young girl over a 5-year period. 50-year-old Carl Wilk admitted to sexually assaulting the girl at his previous residence in Wilkes-Barre. An investigation began when the victim reported the abuse to police in July. A search warrant was executed at his home Wednesday, where police seized videotapes that allegedly had recordings of the assaults on them. Wilk was charged with rape of a child, statutory sexual assault, aggravated indecent assault of a child, corruption of minors, and endangering the welfare of a child. He's being held at Luzerne County Prison without bail. Officials in Luzerne County are investigating a case of animal neglect after an emaciated dog was found wandering around a Hazelton Township trailer park. A pit bull hound mix was found Monday in the Holly Lynn Mobile Home Trailer Park off Airport Road. Officials with the SPCA of Luzerne County are investigating to see if the dog, now known as Peanut Butter, was intentionally starved or if her owner or owners may have been facing financial difficulties and couldn't afford to feed her. The dog's been examined by a veterinarian and is currently being nursed back to health at the SPCA in Plains Township. If anyone has information about the pit bull or her owner, they're being asked to call the SPCA of Luzerne County at 570-825-4111. The City of Hazelton has plans to build a brand new playground at City View Park on South Poplar Street. Mayor Jeff Gassat set up the Revitalization Fund charity drive on his Facebook page to raise money to complete the playground. The funds will be added onto the nearly $15,000 raised earlier this year to replace a handicap-accessible swing at Alt Miller Playground. City officials are working on designing the new playground that'll consist of sliding boards, monkey bars, a zip line, and special needs equipment. People can donate to the project either by clicking on the link set up on the mayor's Facebook page or by mailing a check to the Recreation Department at City Hall. Construction on the new playground is expected to begin in the spring of next year. Acting Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomo announced Thursday that Michael Susek will take over the role as head of the County Election Bureau. Susek will fill the director position that was left vacant back in October after Bob Morgan's resignation. Susek makes a return to the county after being assistant manager of elections for Larimer County in Colorado. He heard about the vacancy through the Elections Group, which is a Colorado-based consulting firm, and has been trying to find a way to still be part of elections administration since his return home. With his experience, he assisted the Elections Group and Bureau before and after November's election. Susek will be making a salary of $64,500. An urn containing human ashes was found by a hunter earlier this week in Schuylkill County. Now, state police at Frackville are trying to return it to potential family members. The urn was found in the area of Old Route 209 in Schuylkill Township Wednesday. The urn had a gold plate on the top labeled Richard Jordan, 1954 to 2021. Anyone with information is being asked to call state police in Frackville at 570-874-5300. Coming up on Wyln News, your favorite furry friends of the week, plus Christmas concerts, and more concerts right here in Hazelton. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow is going great.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazelton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazelton.
M&J Excavation, serving the area with quality and dependable home heating oil with competitive pricing. Also on and off-road oil delivery for your heavy equipment. They also provide paving and excavation services. 570-233-1898. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazelton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazelton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, and the Hazelton Area High School Cougar Crooners. General admission tickets are just $10. Sounds of the Season, December 11th, is sponsored by these local businesses.
If you've been thinking about adopting a pet, well, there's no time like the present. So check out the SPCA of Luzerne County for all breeds, shapes, and sizes of pets. The shelter has some more furry friends for you to check out this week. Everyone meet Reptar. He's currently available for adoption after coming to the shelter as a stray. He's around 2 years old and is energetic, playful, and super easy to love. And up next is Autumn. This adult female calico is as beautiful and warm as an autumn day. Her color and personality are spectacular, so you won't want to miss out on this lovely gal. Call 570-825-4111 to come on down and check out these featured pets and more. You may just meet your new best friend and give them a well-deserved forever home. The MPB Community Players are having their annual holiday showcase this weekend, and it sounds like the best gifts do come in twos. Our Christmas gift will be happening twice on Sunday, December 12th, and seating at both performances will be first come, first serve. The first will be held at 2 p.m. at Saints Cyril and Methodist Church on North Laurel Street. The second will be held at 7 p.m. at the group's host church, Most Precious Blood, located on 4th and Seibert Streets. Refreshments will also be served after the free hour-long program. Call 570-459-5076 or email mcgroganj@gmail.com for more information. The Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center will be hosting the 16th annual Sounds of the Season Let's Celebrate tomorrow night. Doors open at 6 for the 7 p.m. concert set for tomorrow, December 11th. The event will feature the renowned Hazelton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, with special performances by the Fabergé Follies, the Cougar Crooners, and featured soloists. Tickets are $10 each and all seating is general admission. Tickets can be purchased through any orchestra or dance member and will be available at the door the night of. Regardless of vaccination status, masking and social distancing will be observed during the performance. We'll see you at the Wiltsey. 1224 will also be performing at the Wiltsey Center, but next week. The high-energy, full-scale Holiday Rock Orchestra will be performing at the Wiltsey next Friday, December 17th. Show starts at 8, but the lobby will be open to the public from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. with local crafters and businesses. Tickets will be sold at Boscov's in the Laurel Mall for $25 each or online at eventbrite.com. Masking and social distancing will be observed during the performance regardless of vaccination status. Visit wiltseycenter.org or their Facebook page or call 570-455-5863 for the details. Coming up on Makanakwa's News Choice, your week in review, plus leading the way into this week's final segment. Stay with us.
Hey, Dr. Alex here with another Feel Good Friday. Today we're talking about when do you go to the emergency room versus the other places like urgent care, primary care, chiropractor. So, with emergency room, you really should be thinking, is this going to kill me? Because if it's not going to kill me, you're probably in the wrong place. Now, if you're concerned about that, they're the right place to tell you, no, you're not going to die, or this is serious. If you've got, let's say you've got a flu, or you've got an infection, urgent care is the right place to go. They can get you hooked up with your drugs, get you fixed quickly. Your primary care is great for monitoring long-term conditions or if you have general questions about medication and things like that. Pharmacist is good for medication recommendations too. But your chiropractor's the musculoskeletal nervous system doctor. They're a joint expert. If you've got aches and pains, you threw your shoulder out, you threw your back out, that's the right place to be. Even if you have a disc herniation, that's the right place to be. They can treat you first off, and that'll help you to feel good.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call Wyln News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. Wyln, we're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton, 570-454-7229.
Wyln programming is online all the time. Visit our website at wylntv.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Monday. Hazelton area school officials held a press conference Monday to clear up rumors following a stabbing that occurred last Friday afternoon. Traffic was lined up for blocks at the high school as parents came to pick up their children after social media rumors erupted. The panic was attributed to a stabbing incident that happened after last Friday's dismissal in the Career Center parking lot. During the dispute, an individual, who wasn't a student at the school, sustained what was said to be non-life-threatening injuries. Uplinger made it clear that this incident was unrelated to another stabbing that occurred in Hazelton last Friday. Rumors circulated Monday on social media of both a lockdown and a threat of a shooting, but Uplinger went on to say that the rumors only caused unnecessary panic and concern. HASD Police Chief Ed Harry assured the public that the district takes every measure to ensure that their children are kept safe in school buildings. The district's also working with local and state law enforcement on both matters. Tuesday. Flames left 2 West Hazelton businesses with severe damage Monday night, with no word as to when customers will be able to return. The intense inferno was spotted just before 9:30 Monday night on the roof of Weiss Supermarkets and took fire crews from 3 counties until about midnight to battle the blaze due to 40-mile-per-hour winds. 30 people were in the store at the time of the fire and were safely evacuated. Flames also damaged the neighboring PetSmart store, but the employees were also safely evacuated alongside the animals, which were taken to nearby PetSmart locations. 1 West Hazelton firefighter suffered from smoke inhalation and spent the night in the hospital, but was expected to be okay. The cause of that fire is still unknown at this time, but presumed to be accidental, as investigators believe it may have started in a heating and air conditioning unit on the roof. Wednesday. Senator John Udicic and State Representative Doyle Heffley announced that the Hazelton area will be receiving Redevelopment Capital Assistance Program funds. Over $4 million will be distributed in order to bolster economic growth in Luzerne County. Lehigh Valley Health Network will receive $1 million in RCAP funds to upgrade healthcare infrastructure in the greater Hazelton area. The Hazelton Creek Commerce Center was awarded $2 million for a commercial and industrial warehouse project in both Hazelton and Hazel Township. Little Leaf Farms Incorporated also secured over $1.4 million for a proposed lettuce production facility in the McAdoo Industrial Park, which, according to Heffley, will create family-sustaining jobs and help broaden the county's tax base. Thursday. 2 separate crashes tied up traffic between Minersville and Higgins on Interstate 81 in Schuylkill County Wednesday. The first accident happened around 1:30 Wednesday afternoon and involved a single vehicle near mile marker 108 in Fraley Township, which caused both southbound lanes to shut down. The second crash happened around 8 p.m. and involved 2 tractor-trailers just a few miles away from the first accident scene. The coroner's office was called in, and state police say that the second accident resulted in 2 fatalities. Both southbound lanes have since been reopened to traffic. Friday. 1 man was taken into custody Thursday for allegedly stabbing another man in Wilkes-Barre at Public Square. Police were called to the area of 19 North Main Street for a report of an altercation. The victim, identified as Jermaine Crosby, sustained a stab wound to his left side. He told officers he was attacked by a man wearing a black hoodie. As police searched the area, they spotted 39-year-old Alfred Panino walking in Public Square with a knife in his hand. They also found him to be in possession of numerous other knives and a bloody dagger. Panino was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, disorderly conduct, and reckless endangerment. He was taken to Luzerne County Prison, unable to post $50,000 bail. That's it for your week in review, here on Wyln News.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazelton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department, only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazelton.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman on WYLN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9. 1224 presents a high-energy holiday rock orchestra concert featuring holiday music as well as their own holiday creations. Inspired by the music and stage presentation of some of music's greatest rock orchestras, this group delivers. See them at the Wiltsey Center, 700 North Wyoming Street in Hazelton, Friday, December 17th at 8 p.m. Get your tickets online at wiltseycenter.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Pat Ward's leading the way to wrap up this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's final segment of Leading the Way with Pat Ward from the United Way of Greater Hazelton. Pat, looking towards the future, what else is in store?
Well, we're in the middle of a campaign at this point when we're doing this interview, so right now we're focused on that. We're also focused on the holiday season, and we'll be making an announcement. Sadly, we're not going to do an in-person Christmas Day dinner this year, but we're going to be offering folks gift cards to area restaurants and supermarkets to fill that void, and we'll have an announcement coming up, so pay attention to the news cycle as we get closer to Christmas Day. I see us examining our role in the community and look to further expand to help more people in need, and also to possibly join more with other non-United Way organizations to help folks in the community. We did a lot of networking with non-United Way agencies. We basically all put down our name recognition and our own little fiefdoms, if you will, and we all just worked together for the betterment of the community. So it was a great thing. So that's what we look forward into the future.
Great. Do you have any advice for people who also want to pursue a career similar to yours?
Well, I don't know if I can advise anybody on a career similar to mine, because I've shifted a few times. I'm always a communicator, or at least I think I am. Get involved as early as you can. If there's kids out there that want to get involved in TV, call up and see if you can come in and run a camera. If you can hang out, you'll learn so much about the business. That's what I did. I hung around radio stations when I was a little kid, because that's all I wanted to do. I used to play radio with a tape recorder at home, I think when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, and that developed into a bit of a career, and then it morphed into the United Way. So, and even if you want to pursue a career in social services, don't be shy about volunteering for a not-for-profit organization. As soon as you can do it age-wise and things like that. There's always people that need help. Now, some of that has to be, tempered with COVID, and some of the agencies have some restrictions about who's actually in there. You know what I forgot to mention, what I'm also most proud of really, is the establishment with Catholic Social Services of the homeless shelter in Hazelton. It filled a void that had to be filled, and we've expanded it now to have a day center, a walk-in center, if you will, where people come in, and imagine being out on a cold winter day and you have nowhere to go and nowhere to sleep.
That's right. It's certainly a need. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us all week, and even a bigger thanks to Pat Ward for coming in to give us his story. Have a great weekend, everyone. Best of luck, best of life. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.